What is going on, and welcome back to Bourbon of the Week. My name's Chris. I'm going to be your host for today, and today is day 3 of our March Madness Bourbon Bracket Single Barrel Edition, where I am taking 8 single barrels that I acquired in 2024 and putting them head-to-head against each other in our March Madness style bracket. This time, I will not know in the first round what I am drinking. My first 2 days are already done here. Those envelopes are sitting up there. We have day 3 envelope right here. My wife is going to come down, pick 2 that she hasn't picked already, pour them up against each other, write down the answers on the answer key. I will open them after the entire first round, but you won't have to wait that long. I'll put it at the end of the video. In the second round, I haven't decided if I'm going to not know which 2 are going up against each other during the video, or if I just don't know which one is which while drinking them. It makes it a little bit more fun not knowing through the first round, because there are 8 bottles, so it's definitely a little bit harder to tell. But once we narrow it down to 4, it might be a little bit easier. But let's get Marissa down here to pour these up for me and find out who will be moving on to our second round of our March Madness Bourbon Bracket Single Barrel Edition. Cheers, y'all.
Round 3, here we go. I'll send Chris down.
All right. Here comes the fun part. Let's grab our chair. One day I'm going to finish this bar and get real chairs, but here we go, day 3. We're going to leave this out here so we can write down who wins Bourbon of the Week or plain, but everybody knows before we get started on that, time for the traditional sip. Cheers, y'all. Hot and delicious. That's got a little bit something funky on the end, and I immediately thought Buffalo Trace for some reason, so is this straight from the barrel? That is freaking spicy, I can tell you that. Not my favorite one right here, I'll be honest with you. Give me one more sip, though. Okay, it's not awful that time. I don't know if it's just coming off of this one, but this one's just, I don't get any flavor profile compared to this one. The nose on this is phenomenal as well. I mean, this one is giving me everything that I love. I get like a butterscotchy note on this. That's phenomenal. The end threw me off. That's why I always get this like Band-Aid-y note. And this one's ever so slightly. It's not as bad as most times that I'm getting like Buffalo Trace, but that's kind of like making me wonder, is this actually Buffalo Trace or is this something else? But this has like this butterscotch note, rich caramel, a good oak presence on this, but not overwhelming. Just enough on the back of the palate there that I enjoy it. This glass right here, the sweetness on this is so good, but then like I said, there's so much spiciness on this as well. It's oily. It almost feels finished. I don't think that it's finished by any means, but it almost feels like ever so slightly finished in something that's like super dense wine flavor, but not for long. Like they put it feels like somebody poured like a splat, like put a drop of wine or something in this. Just because it's giving me fruity flavors like plum, it's giving me some grapey, raisiny flavors, some darker flavors on it. Maybe even like a hint of chocolate on this as well. It's just very, very complex. I like this a lot. I mean, the spiciness is your typical black pepper, your ginger, your peppercorn, something like that. The spiciness on this, phenomenal. The sweetness on this, out of this world. The finish on this, forever. It's oily, it's viscous, it coats the whole mouth. Love this entire experience going on right here. This glass, I'm going to take a couple sips this time because I want to get past whatever I'm getting here and find out what we're getting here. I mean, flavor-wise, it's not bad. It's just, it's lacking in flavor. When it comes to the flavor of this particular bottle, I feel like it's so quiet. And again, that might just be up next to this. This glass right here might be my favorite so far throughout the entire, I mean, it's been a couple of days as I've drank through these. This isn't all done in one night, but trying to think back on what I remember, this is definitely one of my favorites so far. This glass, I compared other glasses and been like, this glass is really, really good, but it just doesn't stand up to this glass and this glass is better. I don't think that's the case here. I don't love this particular glass. I don't think there's anything off-putting. I just think that if this is like a good or a great glass of whiskey, this is below average when it comes to this competition. And listen, I'm a huge fan of MGP. I love all of the MGP products that come out. Pretty much anybody that puts out a decent MGP bottle is fantastic in my collection. This one right here is just not living up to what I'm getting in this glass. It just seems quieter. It seems a little bit more mute. I'm getting a little bit of spiciness. The front is a little bit floral and perfumey, which I don't truly love if it's not followed up with like some dense, heavy sweetness. I don't get a lot of density in this glass. It feels super light. Something maybe like you would sip in the summertime, but it's still probably barrel proof. I just don't know what's going on in this glass. Seems like a lot going on in this glass, and I'm just not loving it, especially compared to this glass right here. Yeah, I mean, this is an easy victory for me. This glass is going to beat this glass, and I don't think it was close, and this might be the furthest that we've been. I don't want to tell you that there's anything off-putting or wrong, or that sometimes you don't like the taste, and that's different than what's going on here. This is a competition between two glasses of whiskey and which one tastes better to me. This one doesn't taste bad to me. This one just tastes exceptionally better, if that makes any sense. If I were to drink this glass of whiskey any other day of the week, I'd be like, oh, it's a decent glass of whiskey, nothing wrong with that, especially depending on the price point on this. Like, we might be talking about a unicorn bottle versus a bottle that's 40, 50, 55, 60 bucks. So that might be the difference here. We've just got exceptional versus decent, and right now exceptional is going to win, no questions asked. So today's going to be a short video, but we got the BOTW glass winning. Finally writing a BOTW glass down because we have two plain glasses for day one and day two. So we've got a BOTW winner, but we'll be back in just a second. I can't even do the ending because we got to wait to find out what this is, and I still got one more round to go before I even open these envelopes. Day one, day two, day three, we'll be back in just a minute. Well, those might not even be here anymore because we've already got day three to open right now. Here we go. And we are back with the magic of editing to bring you the winner of day three. If you haven't checked out day one and day two, make sure you go do that so you know who will be moving on to the next round. By the way, we're drinking this Old Ezra 7-year rye. Make sure you check this out. I think there's still some available. Link in profile on my Instagram. And if I doubt there were only 12 of these bottles that I could sell. This is the Ezra Brooks single barrel. This was a stave finish. Absolute. I mean, this was a banger. Stave finishing imparts flavors of French oak dark chocolate. This was a banger. Again, check out the link in profile on my Instagram. But let's drink a little bit of this and we'll tell you who won this round. The BOTW glass won on this round, so let's see who our plain glass was, which was our loser. I'm excited to find this one out. Ooh, where are these bottles? The plain glass was our George Remus. This was coming in at 114.2 proof. This was a Benash Liquors pick. 2022 selection. I didn't get it. I got a secret back room talking to that got me this bottle right here. This is awesome. Absolutely love this bottle. I actually can't believe it lost until I found out right now who it just lost to, and that's another Backbone bourbon, which will be moving on to the next round. 101 years old. Could you imagine? 101 months old. This is an 8-year Kelvin barrel. This, I mean, Dusty Wonka's Shorty Surprise. This was me, Dusty Dan. Hello again, whiskey friends. Whiskey Uncensored, Drifting Drams, just a bunch of great creators on this, coming in at 130.8 proof. So that bottle will be moving on to the next round. We've got to go look at the other videos. I can't tell you who won the fourth one yet, although I do already know. But listen, that's all I got for you today. Make sure you click that like and subscribe button so you can keep up with all of these videos that we're doing in March. And we have some really fun things coming up in April. And then, of course, May is Bottle Kill Month. We're going to have a lot of stuff that we give away for that. Make sure you check me out on Instagram at Bourbon of the Week. Go click that follow button over there. Check out our Patreon page and our Discord. Both those links in the description below. Please don't drink and drive. Always drink responsibly. Stay healthy. Stay happy. And stay drinking good whiskey. I don't really know what else to say for this one. Cheers, y'all.